Everyone, welcome back to today's video. We are maintaining streak. Today it is 110th already completed. This is the 111th day, and we are solving LeetCode Daily questions. So the question of the day is 1930 unique length-3 palindromic subsequences. So basically what this question is, let me explain to you guys. We are given a string s and we have to return the unique number of palindromes of length 3 that are a subsequence of s, and we have to note that even if there are multiple ways to obtain the same subsequence, it will still be counted as ones. And what is a palindrome? A palindrome is a string that reads the same forwards and backwards, basically a b a, just like that. For example, a subsequence of a string is a new string generated from the original string with some characters deleted without changing the relative order of the remaining characters. So basically, in this example, you can say ACE is a subsequence of ABCD because it has taken some characters from the main string ABCD. So it will be a subsequence or substring of ABCD. So that is how it will go. Now let's see the few examples here. First one is like s equals to double a b c a. The output is 3y because there are three palindromic subsequences of length 3 that can be generated from the given string s. A b a, triple a, basically a and then a b a and then a c a, a c a. So that is how they're gonna do it. Now from adc, the output is 0 because there are no palindromic subsequences of length 3 in adc, because we cannot make it read forward and backward the same thing, which is a main rule of palindrome. So that's how it's gonna be. So the key idea is sorry. So the key idea is, for each possible outer character x, there are at most 26 lowercase characters. The first thing we have to do is find the first occurrence index L of x and the last occurring index R of x. And if L is less than R, any distinct character that appears between L and R can be used as the middle y to form the palindromic subsequence xyx. Basically, here I'm taking example. So x and x are the endpoints of the length 3 palindromic sequence, and the y is a middle different one. And then we can count the number of distinct middle characters between L and R and add to the answer. That is what we are going to do. So I will be doing the solution in Java and you guys can understand it properly. So let me write out the code and do it. So we have already the function. Now we will be defining, like every day, like we will be defining the variables and assigning them initial values. So we will be initializing the variables. Int s equals to s dot length, int n equals to s dot length. Then we will be initializing the answer, int answer equals to 0. Now we will be running a for loop for character c equals to a, c less than equals to z, basically z, then we will be incrementing it. So that is the for loop we will be running. Okay guys, inside the for loop it will be int I, as I told in explanation, int l index l equals to -1 and r equals to -1. So we are taking the first occurrence index here as a semicolon. Is very important. Now again we will be running a for loop. We will be initializing int I equals 0 and I less than n, and then we will be incrementing it. So basically sorry, I plus plus. Now we will be running a if statement. So if s dot character at, this is a function in Java, character at ith index or ith position is equals to c, then what is going to happen? Then L equals to I, then L equals to I semicolon break statement. There are many concepts we are using here, so make sure you understand the basic concept, then only you will be understand other things. So it is a for loop statement. Okay, one for loop is done, within that another for loop is also done. Now we will be running another for loop, then if, then another for loop. That is how we are gonna do it. Okay, so we will be writing for int I equals to n minus 1, int I equals to n minus 1, I greater than equals to 0, semicolon, I minus minus, and then within that we will be writing an if statement. That if statement will be if, basically same function, s dot char at I is greater than is equals to cc, then capital R equals to I break. Now another if statement we are gonna write here. If L is equals to minus 1, then R equals to minus 1, then L greater than equals to R, then we will continue. So it will skip it and then keep continuing the process. Now we will be having a boolean variable which is basically true or false. Boolean, if it is seen or not, equals to new boolean 26. Basically the 26 is the number of variables, alphabets for int k equals to L plus 1, k less than R, k plus plus, k plus plus, scene s dot char at k minus, we have to remove a, equals to true. Okay, So now we'll be running another for loop here to count the distinct middle characters. I know it's a long solution, that's why I'm doing it silently so that you guys can also understand it. I'm writing on the way. I could have copy pasted or something and just explained to, but I'm writing along with you guys so you guys can also understand every line, everything. So incrementing the J operator. Basically, it is for counting the distinct middle characters other than the A and B at the end or something like that. C in J, we will increment the number of answers which we have initialized as 0 in the beginning here. That is what they are gonna increase the value of. Okay. C in J answer plus plus and semicolon. Then return answer. And now we will be running a simple main function to test it. Okay, so it is gonna be like public static void main string simple public static void main string args, basically arguments, that what is what args mean. Void main string args. Wait a minute. Void main string args. Then again curly brackets. Now we'll be defining a variable solution and sol equals to new solution. System dot out dot printer system dot out dot println count palindromic subsequence. Subsequence, what is that? That is double A B C A double A B C. Now again the same line, so I will be copying it. Yeah, the words will be Z Z Z A Z Z. So I guess our program is ready to run. The line by line explanation is basically first it's a here for char c equals to a, c less than equals to c plus plus. It is iterating over each possible outer character which we are considering x, and then we are finding l the first index of c and r the last index of c, and if l is less than r, then there is room for a middle boolean which we can be used to then we will be using this function boolean function to detect the distinct characters and number of distinct characters, and then we will be adding it using this for loop and the variable j. So let's run it. Okay, great. Now I'm submitting it, maintaining my 111th streak. Okay, yes, yeah, so 59 milliseconds beats 89.97%. Yeah, decent. So you guys can take this solution, take the screenshot of this thing. Let me, yeah, now the complete code is visible. I hope you guys are able to understand it. Let's meet tomorrow for the streak.